Hey folks, 6 habits of groups that actually learn, and this habit is on restating plainly. Restate plainly. And what we mean by that is to use specific examples to understand abstract ideas. Using specific examples to understand abstract ideas. And so in some ways it's basically using metaphors in some ways. There may be people who disagree with me who study this on the science world, but that's okay. I look at it and I go, it's kind of like making metaphors. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to make a link between whatever metaphor you're using and your information you're trying to communicate. So a great example, to get practical, is this idea of grace. I mean, grace is an abstract idea. And in order to restate it plainly for someone who may be struggling to grasp what grace really means, you could use a lot of examples, but a very simple one is an idea of a Christmas present or a birthday present, right? Grace is getting something that you don't deserve. I mean, Pastor Russ has always talked about it being unmerited favor with God. Unmerited, there's nothing you can do to earn it. So that may be a little bit technical for someone who's new to this. So you could use it in the sense of grace is like a birthday present or a Christmas present. You technically don't deserve it. You didn't earn it. It's something that we're giving you because of fill in the blank. We love you, or we want you to know how appreciated you are, fill in the blank. So grace is like a Christmas present. Grace is like a birthday present. That would be an example of how to restate something plainly. So that's very simple. I'm not trying to make light of grace. I'm just trying to think of a very tangible way you could explain grace to someone who maybe doesn't follow Jesus. Like the idea of a birthday present would immediately click to them. Oh, I get it. And then you have that understanding, those deeper connections in their mind of, got it. Yes. Okay. Now let's talk about what Jesus did on an infinitely greater scale. And so you can kind of launch into the gospel if you were talking about grace. So in your group, I encourage you to practice this habit by thinking about what it is you're going to be discussing at your group discussion and asking, is there a way I can restate this plainly so that our people can latch onto it quicker, latch onto it a little bit better, because everyone has a different worldview. Not everyone views things the same way. Someone may understand a Christmas present in a different way than another. So there's a whole dynamic of understanding your group that we didn't even talk about in this video. But just a quick video to say, restate plainly, the science of learning is behind you, and saying that this actually will help your group members learn. How do you know when they get it? That's the question to kind of end this video on. Well, how do I know? I've used the Christmas present example. How do I know they understand it? You can know that they understand it when they can do it themselves. So you might create a scenario in your group discussion, maybe towards the end, and pair them up 2 by 2, or put them in triads or whatever, groups of 4, and you can have them say, okay, go around the group and everyone describe trust using a different way of explaining it. So you can't use each other's examples. Choose an example that would demonstrate to you, describe trust, and you can't use your partners. If they can do that, then that's a tip in the direction of, okay, they got it. They understand what the text means by trust, or what the text means by this. And so those are just some quick tips for you this video, and hope they're helpful. Okay, the 6 habits of groups that actually learn. This information, the source information for these 6 habits, comes from the learningscientist.org. So it's learningscientist.org. You can check that out. It's a community of scholars that runs that site, and they have a podcast, Learning Scientist. Just check it out on iTunes, where you can get anywhere you can get your podcasts. And it's very valuable. It's very technical. These are cognitive psychologists who have take effective learning strategies, and they're very technical. So they use kind of scientific language. What I tried to do is take those strategies, turn them into small group language in order to help you. I follow their website. I follow their podcast. I read their blog as well. And I just look at it and go, how can I help you, my small group leaders? How can I help you? That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to just take what they've done and bring it straight to you. So my academic background does give me the ability to kind of go into their world and kind of distill it down to in terms that we'll all understand. And hopefully, if you want information, you can go there. But I wanted to give them credit. This is not coming from me. This is learningscientists.org. There are other strategies that are out there that could be good habits for you. But I wanted to give them credit because that's exactly where I took the information. So All right. Thanks.